Good morning, everyone. I don't know. Usually, when I'm walking around, Shelly's with me, and we talk about a whole bunch of stuff. And today, I'm walking alone, and something came to mind that a lot of towers ask me, and it always comes up on social media. How often do you replace wire rope? Yes, Shelly and I talk about tow trucks a lot. Surprise, surprise. How often do you replace wire rope? Steel core, fiber core, self-locking hook, swivel hook, or no swivel hook? So those are very important questions, and it just depends what your needs are, what you are doing with this wire rope or cable. I'm not here to bash anybody, whatever you call it, cable, winch line, wire rope. By all means, call it what you need to. It all depends on your needs and on replacement. If you honestly take care of your rope and don't when it make sure it spools into the winch drum straight and it doesn't bird nest or you cross and you pinch it and bash it and bird nest it and all this other stuff, it will last for literally years. Yes, it will. But some of the problems, like up north where they see a lot of salt corrosion, that could be internal. And that's where the fiber core comes into place, because the fiber core does have natural lubrication from internally, and it'll push it. Every time it'll bend, it'll push that lubrication out. So that's why I understand the popularity of fiber core further north than in the south. And I grew up just using steel core just for the sheer strength of it, the steel core being stronger than the fiber core. The flexibility, I never, I've used fiber core in the past. The flexibility is minor, especially on 3/8. We mainly just had it on rollbacks, so it wasn't a big deal. Another big subject is the swivel or non-swivel hook. If you buy a non-swivel wire rope, non-swivel hook wire rope, whether it be steel core or fiber core, and you're using it on a daily, and you're seeing your strands bulge, or it looks like it's just where every time you're winding the winch in, it looks like it's expanding. Well, that's part of the reason you need a swivel hook. It takes that torque or that twist out of it. Anybody that has bought a brand new wire rope that you put your first initial load onto, let's say a rollback, and when you're coming back off, that swivel will actually spin several times, and that's that torque that coming out of it that needs to, that natural flexibility of that wire rope coming out of it on and off because of the torque of the I can't put my name to it right now, but of the way the cable is wound, wire rope. Another thing was the self-locking hook. Anybody, including me, that has had that little latch, the little tin latch that's at the end of the hook, just get mangled on the second or third time using it, and you're on a rollback and you got your bridle and you're hooking up, or unhooking, whichever, and the hook comes off of the bridle and it's underneath the car. You pull on the wire rope out, and then guess what? The bridle's still under there, so you got to get under there and you grab that bridle. Self-locking hook eliminates that completely. I'm not saying the self-locking hook is for everybody and everybody should use it, because it's just so much easier and less likely for failure for that bridle or whatever is on it, whether you're using 3/8 all the way up to 7/8. That self-locking hook is the way to go. Yes, it's priced a little bit more, but I think some situations. Oh, for example, I was doing a recovery and it was inside oil field, and the safety officer, or the safety guy, one of the white hats, wanted latches on everything. And one of my snatch block didn't have a latch, and he's like, "Oh, you can't use this." I'm like, "It's a non-load bearing item." "Oh, with safety, you can't use it." Okay, I grabbed a zip tie, went from hole to hole, put a zip tie on it, and he goes, "Oh, okay, now it's better." If you don't know the rules, you anybody else would have said, "Oh shoot, I can't use that snatch block at all." Just know what it is. Put duct tape on it. It's a non-load bearing item. It's just a safety to keep that whatever's in there from coming out. Once again, latch, self-locking, Wire rope, going back to wire rope, the steel core, fiber core, it's some of it's personal preference or would depends your environment. So I know it's a little bit of a rant, or ramble, but it's pretty good information, especially when it's a fiber core or steel core. It's personal preference, but up north, like I said, with salt and whatever they put on the roads nowadays, they're putting turnip juice or whatever, beet juice on the highways to keep it from freezing over or icing over. All that road grime will get into the all of your truck. I know, I've seen them. So if you have any questions, put it down in the comments. I'll get back to you. I'll be walking around Columbia, Maryland Mall area, and I'll answer some of y'all's questions as they come up. Thank you for watching.